What's up, y'all? Hey, world. It's Graciana Africa, and this is my third video blog. And today, I just wanted to make a video about all the current events this month. It's only been, 2 months into 2014, and already a whole new slew of fuckery has already begun that could not wait. The Micheal Dunn case, tied in with the Ronisha McBride case. I just found out some new information yesterday regarding Ronisha McBride, and and the Micheal Dunn case. Both of those parents of those victims, and this was a hate crime, were paid off by, I don't know, I think it was the Attorney General. I don't know who paid them off, but both of them were paid to tell the courts that the case was not about race. All cases that were all these hate crimes that were done to our young black teenagers, these parents took the currency that was promised to them by whoever it is that gives them this money to say that this case was not about race. And this has been the pattern ever since Ronisha McBride died, Trayvon Martin, and a lot of people that have been dying recently from these highly publicized, because they're not going to put all the cases of black boys and black children dying from the hands of white supremacy. They're not going to put all those cases in the media, but the ones that do get the light, they make sure that they pay those people off to say this case is not about race. Ronisha McBride was a 19-year-old girl that was shot in the face for asking for help, and her mother took money to say, and when she knows good and well that her child was killed because of a hate crime, she took money. Black people, we got to stop doing that, because if my child dies, I'm going to make sure, I'm not even going to trust the court system. I'm going to take it to the United Nations. That's what I'm going to do, because this is genocide that is being committed to our children because of the color of their skin. They get no justice. This is genocide against black people. The next step is to go to the United Nations and report the United States justice system for all the injustice that has been done to black children, especially black children, for hate crimes. What they do is they try to shift the blame on black crimes. And this is what I try to tell people. We can't keep trying to shift blame on black crime as it justifies white people killing blacks. What type of sense does that make? We just play into the Jedi mind tricks. And I'm sorry, I don't want to start off the video so upset and angry, but it just seems hopeless. Last week, Nicki Minaj came out with a song. Who cares about her music? I don't listen to her music, but when she used the image of Malcolm X, the family spoke out against that. A lot of people were up in arms about that, and that's respectively, rightfully so. I mean, people need to understand what Nicki Minaj is. Nicki Minaj is a minstrel, coon, Sambro, like the rest of them. And there's a lot of people in the black community that once they get a little bit of money, or the powers that be, or whoever gives them their mass appeal, they got to act like a minstrel coon to get that coin. And, everybody in Cash Money, they're all Sambos. From Lil Wayne, Baby, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross, looking like a gorilla with goddamn, just another Sambo. And I hate the Sambos, because the Sambos make a living off of being living stereotypes. And that's what Nicki Minaj is. That's why I'm not really surprised about her making a song Looking Ass Nigga. She says it's a male bashing song, but it was just, what I was upset about was, just using the image of Malcolm X. He was my hero. And we need to stand up. I think today also on MadameNoir.com they said why are we so mad at Nicki Minaj? She's not the only one that has used the image of Malcolm X, and they tried to put that other conscious coon, KRS-One, and use him as an example. And I was reading the thread, and it was a lot. I'm very happy that a lot of people are waking up. I'm very happy that a lot of people were saying it doesn't matter. We caught this one, and we're going to call it out. We don't care who it is. We're going to call it out. It doesn't matter who did it in the past. We are just too fed up. We've just too fed up with the disrespect. It's been a lot of disrespect in February for this, Black History Month, and we don't understand why. It was a lot of in California recently. It was a school that did a luncheon where they were serving chicken wings, and it's just gotten to the point now where I don't even really care. I don't really care. I think it's just time to take the complaints to the United Nations and really, because I think the United States has already broken the genocidal, mass genocidal murder law against blacks, because they are killing us just because of the color of our skin at a genocidal rate, and there's no justice being done. It's to the point where not only police officers are not even getting condemned for killing us. So if the police officers don't get condemned for killing us, the vigilantes can kill us. White, radical, racial vigilantes can kill us and get away with it, and it's okay. But if I was to go to the gun range, you know what I'm saying, and learn self-defense to protect my children, what am I supposed to what am I supposed to teach my children? How are we supposed to teach our children about this post-racial America? It's it's to the point now where we're going to have to build our own businesses. We're going to have to make our own schools. We're going to have to separate. We're going to have to separate. We have no choice. And it's to the point where it's like we have no choice. Just recently in Alabama, y'all keep going to these Chinese food restaurants. A lot of these Chinese food restaurants are filthy. You think that they keep their cooking kitchen behind a glass for a reason? Every restaurant that I ever went to, you can see the people cooking for you. You can see that they're wearing sanitation gloves. You can see everything that is going on. I don't allow anyone to cook for me anymore. I cook for myself because I don't trust these restaurants. All of them are disgusting. All of them are dirty. Even the cleanest ones that you would think are really clean, it has some dirty employers that are in there that will wipe their ass and make your sandwich at the same time. But anyway, we're coming off subject. I really wanted to talk about this Micheal Dunn case. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Micheal Dunn case... Sorry, my legs are falling asleep. Aaliyah!
Don't fix us.
Okay, I'm making my video blend. You need to sit down and be quiet. Mommy's making a video right now. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Micheal Dunn case was a case about a 17-year-old boy that was shot down in Florida, yet again, and he was shot in the neck. He was shot in the neck just for sitting in the car with his friends playing music. The parents were paid off to say that this case was not a hate crime, when obviously it was. Black people need to stop accepting money. I know we're poor. I know a lot of people are struggling, and we're living in a capitalistic society. But you have to put your moral and your merit over money and currency. You got to put your morality over currency. Trust me, if you don't believe, God will bless you for that. God will bless you for that because you're thinking of others. You got to think about the whole race of us dying. You can't just think about yourself. That's selfishness. When you'll take that money, knowing just to say, oh, it's not about hate. If we all come together and bond together and say that we can just have one common goal and come together and be together on one idea of making sure that the world knows that we are being killed by hate crimes, and these people that are killing us for the color of our skin are getting away with it. They are getting away with racial hate crimes. If we can come together and admit, and prove that to the world, then we got something to stand on. But if you're taking money from the government or whoever wants to give you this money just for you to say that it was not race related, that's the key to the Pandora's box right there. I mean, I wish that it would happen. That's a lie. But if it was to happen to me, that's the first thing that I'm going to do, because I've never been controlled by currency. I believe the universe always provides for me, and the universe always does. We've got to stop being slaves to currency, because this devil, this beast, his currency pretty soon will mean nothing. He thinks his currency can keep him away from his fate, but that's going to come. And we are going to be the generation to see it.